Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Mass Effect with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Last time we did a lot, we did a lot of the side missions, a lot of kind of the filler stuff, trying to beef up our crew. We did manage to get Rex's family armor back. So we've accomplished his loyalty mission. We also did Garrus's loyalty mission by hunting down the Solarian doctor, and we did actually convince him not to kill the doctor outright, though the doctor then turned around and attacked us, so we had to put him down anyway. But we did try and emphasize to Garrus that there is a difference between, you can't predict his actions, but you can predict yours. You can determine your actions. So hopefully he kind of learned that lesson a little bit. I'm sure he'll probably forget it soon enough. We do still have tallies, which is pretty easy, and I think if I remember correctly, that's kind of along the main mission line. I don't think there's really one for Alenko. I think he's just kind of like, he's just on board because you are his commanding officer. Hooah! And Liara is just like happy to be alive and not in Saren's clutches. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? That is provided that... Oh, there we go. And actually, I do need to change one thing. Just in case we need to go to a break, I want to make sure that our Mass Effect break is ready to go. There we go. Alright, so last time we also kind of set up what we wanted to do next.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, you don't have anything specific.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so we wanted to, there were two missions that we have. We have Asari Diplomacy, finding the mercenaries. Nasana wants us to find Dahlia, and the mercenaries that she's with are in the Artemis Tau cluster. And the Macedon. We also have Strange Transmission. There's a commune, head to the Sentry in Hawking Ada cluster and investigate the strange biotic commune. Which I think would probably be, we should probably take Alenko for that. Since he kind of has experience with craze, with rather extreme biotic camps. Yes, we want to go there.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard.
Us.
This is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ada cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
You serve with him. He might listen to you. But he's already killed 2 Alliance representatives. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
All right, so let's take a look around the press op. Okay, that's where we're going, is press op. We found some more palladium. Huzzah. And we found some cobalt. Very nice. And a medallion. All right. We can come in here. We can land here. We're going to take Atlenko and Tassoni. Just in case things go bad. I don't anticipate them going bad, but you never know. All right, definitely looks like a path right there. Or as much of a path as we're ever gonna get on any of these planets. Like, none of these planets are developed in any freaking way. Like, I mean, Novaria was fairly well developed. Cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks leads over the mountain ridge to the southwest. All right. Should we be concerned? I feel like we should be slightly concerned about this. The ridge to the southwest. Okay. Let's not try and go up like a massively steep hill here. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. Get up there. Oh God, that is a long way down. Alright, let's try not just like doing a Dukes of Hazzard over the edge here. Well, that didn't work out so well. Debris? For an insignia, what were the Turians doing all the way out here? Oh, good gods. Can we even get out of here? Just barely. Okay, let's not get stuck down in something we might or might not be able to get out of. Oh god. I'm surprised this thing is not like battered as hell and like torn apart by now. All right, so over the ridge to the southwest. So like maybe here? Driving lessons. Yeah. I mean, it's better than the original game. The driving mechanic in this is much better than the original game, but it's still... This thing still bounces around like it's fucking made of cardboard. And yet can't get up... Yeah. I hate the Mako. I think everybody hates the Mako. Like, this thing is like a 2-ton brick that bounces around suspiciously easy. God, this thing is ridiculous. All right, maybe... All right. Let's see if we can't find an easier way around this. Like, in theory, we should... It looks like there's a way through here. Like, at least, you know, at least in the legendary edition, they've knocked it. It doesn't bounce off of like every little teeny tiny little rock on the planet, which is good because most of the planets are comprised primarily of rocks. I don't even know if there's actually anything out here or not. Like, supposedly it was like to the southwest of this. But it does not look like there's actually anything out here. Wait, engine debris? Yeah, we've been there. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh. Like, I'm just surprised that the whole goddamn thing isn't just, like, filled with puke. Like, I don't care how solid your stomach is, all this bouncing has gotta be doing a number. Especially basically, like, in a big-ass tin can. Like, I'm just watching this thing bounce around. I'm like, nope. Do not like, sir. All right, maybe we can get up here without too much of a pain. There's the compound. Like, whoever made the seats and seat belts for this thing needs to be, you know, like very high, needs to be very highly paid. All right.
Got it.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
Look, I'm here to help.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
At the far end of the building at the far end of the compound. There's two fucking buildings here. There's 3 silos and 2 buildings. I'm not entirely sure this is even a compound. I mean, how many buildings does an area need to have before it's officially considered a compound? Like, they're even proudly called cultists. All right. Yes, you.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
You can still get out of this alive, Major. Surrender and nobody will get hurt.
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent. Pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Look, I know this isn't easy, but, you know.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack, and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. All right. And now I'm gonna loot the compound. Because why not? Is there anything in here? Is there any? Yes. No, there's cultists. But that's it. All right. I didn't want to try opening any of the boxes on the way in, just because I wasn't entirely sure that they wouldn't be like, "Hey, you're trying to rob. You're trying to rob us." There's the storage locker. I knew there was one in here. Yeah, your children are all very heavily armed. And they're biotics, so that's just... that's not a good combination. Now, maybe we can say, hey, you know what, let's send somebody here to make sure that the people, the biotics that are here, you know, aren't being mistreated, they're not being left alone, they're being taken care of. Can I get out in here? Yes, I can, okay. Whether I should be in here or not is another thing. Alright, nobody's attacking. But you guys gotta have some decent loot, right? Or at least some loot. I won't judge your loot, but I will take your loot. I mean, nothing's gonna beat what Shepard is already carrying. Alright, so you had a little bit of loot? Not too much, though. There wasn't a whole lot here, but... it's kind of depressing. Like, you guys really don't have much of anything, do you? Alenka, why are you all the way back here?
On your order.
Yeah, but you're between me and the door switch. Alright, let's pop back up to the Normandy.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded. and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest,
Good.
Shepard, I thought this thing was gonna end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Yay! Alright, so next one was the Artemis Tau. And it was Macedon. That was it. It's all about being charming. Alright, so that's the planet we want to go to. Let's survey all the others. Alright, some titanium. Like, you guys seriously came to this system and you never checked out the asteroid belt? High concentration of xenon. Alright, we'll take our favorite combination of Rex and Tali. Alright, debris, stronghold, and anomaly. Well, let's explore. Can't be all about, like, you know, rushing after Saren blindly and shooting everything that pops up. I mean, don't get me wrong, shooting everything that pops up is, you know, a big part of our job. Comes with being in the military. Let's just go ahead and go on to the stronghold then. It's the closest, so... I'm sure the mercenaries won't mind a squad of soldiers coming up. Just rolling up to their front doors and, hey guys, what you doing? How's it hanging? You guys having a party? Booyah! Good gods. Wait, you survived that? I like yeeted you across the fucking... All right, there we go.
Level up!
Now,
Good God.
Go, go, go!
You guys all right? Guys, they're behind cover. There we go. All right, one more up here. And we're good.
All clear.
Oh, good gods. You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador in the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to this Presidium and confront her with this. Right, so she wanted us to save her sister, but her sister is, like, heading the group. Ugh. I hate this. I hate this. Fuck it. Open it for us. We've got plenty of Omni Gel, I'm sure. Yeah, you wanted us to free your sister, but she's the slaver. As far as I can tell, she wasn't anywhere near here. Just return to the Normandy. We did level up, so we can put some more stuff into here. Put it into Commando. Alright, now in theory, if we go to other systems here, we should possibly get like a heads up saying, hey, we want you to go and do this. Or not? Oxygen. All right. Nothing in the asteroid belt. Helium-3. Notorian insignia. I think we've been to the Kronos. Asteroid cluster, but not one that we can survey? No, actually, you know what? I think that's the one we were in. So maybe Gnosis? We already been to all of these? I think maybe we have. Hard to keep track after a while. All right. Well, we'll head back to the Citadel. We'll head back to the Citadel and we'll confront What's-Her-Butt. All right, and we'll be right back because I need to take a real quick break.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world. Good world gone bad. Turn over news, a sad state of affairs. Half the people die while the rest.
All right, and we're back. Surprise, surprise. Didn't want to see, where's our Paragon at? Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? We're gonna take to Sony. I don't think it'll matter. I don't think it'll really matter in the end, but hey.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle.
Raided?
Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
I would not say what we did was a raid. Why does he look like he's about to attack somebody? I find it slightly odd that they're just okay with him marching around in fucking full combat armor, looking like he's ready to kick some ass.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead, and I know she was blackmailing you.
So the truth comes out. I hope you're not angry. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
I would have helped if you just told me the truth.
Perhaps you're right. I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard.
I'm sure.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
So we still did get some
This
credits.
place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Dude, don't be racist.
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. Why did you come to see me, Shepard? Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget
Not
it.
quite.
Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
And that's fair.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. And unlike the Spectres, we work within the bounds of the law.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
All right, let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got the Citadel fan, which, yeah, there's nothing really there. Signs of battle, valuable materials, Turian signals, Asari writings, all that good stuff. So we do have the Pharos missions. Those are always fun.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Gosh. Seriously, does nobody sweep up any of the frickin' leaves and stuff around here? Like, you have this pristine, beautiful, very shiny, white walkway and everything, and every so often you get spatters of just dead leaves. Oh, geez, 90 XP just for clicking on that one sign? Alright, I'm gonna come in here and get some...
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Alright, view armor. Yes. Okay, do you have a license or something that
Commander,
I can buy?
it is
that's
good
just
to
going to
see
make
you
it
again.
easier for me to.
Would you
just,
care
like,
to see
you know,
some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so.
Yeah. Less of this, more of this. All right, we can buy a couple licenses. Hello.
Got a moment, Spectre? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation.
You just
I have
admitted to
excellent legal representation.
having business.
Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
Why does she feel... She gives me this, like, aura of, Mom from Futurama.
If they're
All
as
right.
bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
You look suspicious. All right, let's go to CSEC. Go back up to our ship, and we'll take care of these. We'll take care of these criminals.
Tally, are the Quarians concerned that the return of the Geth will lead to more anger against your people?
The Geth killed billions and forced us from our homeworld. Most Quarians believe we have paid properly for our mistake.
I hope the other races view matters in the same light.
I mean, there is nothing saying that we absolutely
Stand
have
by,
to kill
shore
them.
party. Decontamination
We could just, like,
progress.
you know, we could just go through and arrest them.
Logged. The commanding
Wait.
officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Hang on a moment. So we go through decontamination, and somehow that changes our clothing. I'm a little concerned about that. All right, let's see if anybody has anything new to say. I mean, I would think that Alenko would have something to say as far as the biotic compound that we went to.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Right, so Alenko really doesn't have much to say. Neither does Chakwa. Hey, I'm not coming on to you, Liara, okay? I'm just out of breath from jogging through the...
You want to ask me something, Commander?
I just wanted to talk.
Fair enough. What did you want to talk about?
Oh,
I should
never
go.
mind. There's
Commander.
nothing to talk about, apparently. But yeah, I figured it out. It's like, yeah, Shepard gets through like 12 steps, and then he's just panting like mad. For being an elite soldier, he is not in very good condition.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Well, let's talk about your adventures.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
Which one of you made it first?
It was a tie.
Of course.
I brought back his head. She got the rest of him. As far as I know, we both got paid. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what did you do?
Well, I was going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight.
All right.
She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station, used my entire store of ammunition, had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
Did she get out?
I assume the Asari Commando didn't make it?
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
All right, Garrus, anything new?
I wanted to thank you.
Wait, thank me?
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot.
Like not to be a dick?
I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped on my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
All right, Rex, anything else you want to talk to me about? No.
Rex.
Okay. All right, let's go through here. Doesn't really use a weapon, but, I mean, all right, she's got a stiletto. All right, she's already on the best that she's going to have. She's already got pretty good armor. All right, Tally, let's take a look and see what you've got. Yeah, I think you're doing you're doing just fine with what you've got there. Damn it, I forgot to take a look at her armor, though. I don't think I did pick up some Quarian armor. But nothing that significantly improves your chances. All right, Rex. Pretty sure you're up to using heavy armor, aren't you? And shotgun. Right, you are using a Katana 6. Garrus, let's take a look at your sniper rifle. You're using that 6, which is what we've got. Have to look at his armor. So you're looking at so we're probably going to be should be looking at a Titan armor for him. Hayden, you use a pistol. You're using a pistol, I think. Yeah. You can only use light armor. Alright, so we can sell all of the weapons and armor and stuff that we've got right now.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, so... Actually, yeah, we'll go with that. No, from smallest to highest. So anything that's like 4 or lower we can sell. And now we'll sell by type. Pistols I know we can get rid of. Shotguns we can get rid of. Assault rifles we can get rid of. Sniper rifles we can get rid of. Medium Turian armor we can get rid of. Human armor we can get rid of. Actually, we can get rid of all the armor because that's just not doing us any good. There's no sense in carrying it around. Grenade upgrades we can get rid of because I don't use grenades. I don't like causing damage that's gonna just like, yeah, potentially harm everybody, including my companions. All right, so let's see what you got here. We can buy the special shotgun. We can buy the special pistol. Heavy Krogan armor. I'm trying to remember what it was that he has. Well, I mean, you've just got the Scorpion armor, so I guess we'll buy the Scorpion armor. Do you have anything that's Quarian? No? Okay. We've got the Ursa. All right. Well, we'll come in here and we're gonna say, hey, Rex, I've got something super duper fun for you. Here you go. Spectre quality, Spectre stuff here. So you've got improved sight 3. All right, there's that. Where's Tally? Tally, you get a Spectre level pistol. I probably shouldn't be handing them Spectre equipment. They're not technically Spectres, but hey, they're my team. I decide what they carry. And I think they should carry some pretty nice weapons. All right, so where are we going with the hostile takeover? Eliminate the crime lords. So the DIS system in the Hades Gamma and the Han system in Gemini Sigma. Take us out, Joker. gonna say, third planet, it only takes 42.3 years for one orbit. My God, it is cold. That is tremendously chilly. Survey says beryllium. All right, well, let's take care of one of the two crime lords. I mean, we are doing good, important work. I like rocking out with these two. They're good. They're good crew members. I'm not even bothering with fucking Ashley Williams. Don't care. Racist bitch can go fuck herself. All right. Let's yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, and up and over. You can do it. Oh God, don't get caught in that hole. Oh, I'd have to climb up that? Fuck that. I don't want to climb up any more mountains than I have to. All right, they've got some big guns up there. And we have some very atmospheric weather. It is strangely quiet. Crime Lord defeated. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going. That's all gonna change. One down, just one more to go. Who is she actually working for, though? I don't think she's the one that's in charge of it all. Like, something does not add up. I mean, getting rid of pirates and stuff like that and stuff like that, that's generally a good thing. But something doesn't feel quite right. You know? Is that purple stuff anyway? Malfunctioning object. That's promising. You're sure to get really good stuff out of a malfunctioning object. Where was the other one that we were supposed to go to? The Hades Gamma. Right, Hades Gamma and Din. Are you gonna... Okay. Yeah, the fact that she doesn't want to meet back up in the Citadel, she wants us to meet at a third separate place, does not fill me with confidence. Sorry, it's Dis. He wants to meet in, we're supposed to meet this one in Dis system, not that system. No? Some titanium. Titanium is now classified as a light metal. Yeah, again, just no, it's not a light metal. It is a heavy metal. I mean, I guess once you find out that there's all kinds of other metals and stuff available, your determination as far as light metal versus heavy metal should change. All right, another Turian's thing recovered. All right, give me just another quick moment. I need to make another trip, so we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Let's hit this next pirate. Like I said, I get the feeling that this person, that she is not telling us something. Oh, look, Ashley's mad that she hasn't been picked for anything yet. Which give her being a racist bitch. There's an anomaly and a crashed escape pod. Now that's curious. Like usually it's like, oh, it's an anomaly or something of interest. They don't usually specify what the thing of interest is until you get there. These guys have a bit better of a setup. Almost looks like they're mining. Of course, this might be the Red Sands manufacturing plant. God damn, guys. Want to wait until you can actually see them? Okay. Why did the sound just cut out? Why am I slightly concerned about that? Alright, second crime lord defeated. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. Okay, sound is... yeah, the sound is still there. That is very concerning. Okay, so you'll play music and sound effects and stuff here? But not here. What the hell? There we go. All right, so we've done a quick save. Good. Let's try loading said quick save and see if that fixes the problem. Hopefully. Yes, it did. It also put me in the middle of a door without being able to... Okay, there we go. Like, Jesus. Spawning inside of a fucking door is not the... It's not the place you want to load up. Reminds me of playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, where it like loaded me. Like I loaded a save and I was like right on the edge of the invisible wall, and I took a step back instead of a step forward and like wound up on the wrong side of it. It's like yeah, I can't get out. Hello? I would like to leave. All right, so yeah. So now she's got So now she's sending us to a third set of coordinates, which is the part that I am very uncomfortable with. There's old footprints leading away from this escape pod, but no sign of any survivors. Okay, but where do the footprints lead? To the mummified Solarian? The League of One Medallion. Where he found it and what he was trying to do with it is unclear. I'm sorry, is there something to do with those things? Besides, like, collect them and be like, hey, I found them all. Suck my nut. But apparently if it's a Turian, it's gotta be the left one. I don't know if like the Turians are like lopsided or if all Turians are just known to be lopsided in that department or what. Or if Rex just fancies and prefers the right. All right, back up we go. And we're going to see if we can't finish this off and be like, yo, all right. Yo, Queen Bitch, we done did your dirty work. Now where you want us to go? All right, so let's take a look at our assignments. Hostile takeover. Meet Helena Blake. Horsehead Nebula Fortuna. I'm not sure what asteroid X-57 is. Right, Horsehead Nebula. Fortuna. I don't particularly care for tuna. Green insignia. Some plutonium. We can time travel now. Rex, Tally, you two are with me again. Because we just make an awesome team. I mean, really, unless there's like a specific reason to bring somebody else along, you generally tend to stick with your favorites. Engineering outpost. Now that is curious. Go! Oh, shit. I just skittered along the fucking ridge top like it was nothing, man. I do not like this big, wide open area. That just screams Thrasher Mall. Hello? There we go. Why an engineering outpost? What are you engineering? What is your game? I still don't trust her.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
You are armed now.
With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Well, I'm not done yet.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would
That's
die
fine.
before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
All right, so we got at least 8 points of Paragon there. I don't think there's any other rooms that... No, there is a room upstairs that we can get into. Okay. That might have some goodies. Yeah, we're just gonna override that one.
Go, go, go!
Whoa, hey, what the fuck, guys? Who is going where? You guys do not want to fuck with me. I'm just gonna say it. Oh, what's that? Because I can't talk to him. I can't get him to talk, so. All right, Normandy, come pick me up. Yeah, that asteroid, I'm still trying to figure out why that, I'm trying to remember if we've had anything to do with the asteroid X57. Terranova, which is a colony planet. All right, nothing to, but yeah, the X57 is a metallic asteroid originally located in the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. With the increased development of Terranova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding, it was decided to mine out X57, using the recovered resources to finish out the interior for habitation. The asteroid was decelerated from Bohr's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into orbit of Terranova. Recently, communication with the engineering team on X57 has been lost. The fusion torches have reignited, and the asteroid is accelerating towards Terranova. That ain't good. Rex, Tally? Actually, you know what? I'm thinking we might want a bit more combat strength.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terranova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? Haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
I am. Oh. Okay, there's something curious out this way. I mean, nothing's on a timer in our HUD, so we've got time to screw around. and investigate. Body of G. Mendel. Victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered only to be executed by his sadistic captors. Let's see here. Survey station number 3, final entry logged by Engineer G. Mendel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about the single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slaj shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Okay. So there's at least 2 more? 2 missing engineers. And bringing down the sky. All right. I'm sure they're gonna just let us walk right on up and disable this thing, right?
I'm headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn.
All right. Batarians.
Batarians.
Check! Check! Release the Baron! Charging up.
Guys, it's behind cover. Come on. Get on around the cover and shoot him. Like this. Poor guy thought he still couldn't be seen. Idiot. All right, so ooh, just a tire sitting there. Okay, that's a little odd. Disable the torch.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
All right, Garrus, get your ass out my face. So 2 more torches to go. I mean, that should. I mean, if it takes 3 torches, it takes 3 ion torches to push it where it's oh, hello.
Hey.
Oh God, I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well, guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard.
What do you think I'm doing?
They live in Aronis, my kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it, it'd be bad.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Most Batarians aren't genocidal madmen, but these ones are terrorists.
Yeah, I know. It's just... This isn't how I expected the world to be when I rolled out of bed this morning.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen, and where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes, no idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck,
Probably a
Shepard.
good idea. Alright, so fusion torch, and main facility. But there's the transmission tower.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll keep doing what I do best. I really don't need some random engineer telling me what to do. Alright, looks like that way may be the best way up. Alright, come on. Come on, you can do it! You can do it! Alright, so we've got one survey station out here, one up there. Alright. You know, I complain about all the bouncing around, then it's just like, hey, let's just take a nosedive. There's something over here? Looks like it. God. Okay. All right. Another body burned.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Yeah, these Batarians are not making me happy. Okay.
Warning. Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed on foot.
Yeah, I will once I get rid of the artillery. Looks like this might be the easiest way in. Those are all disarmed now. Now we can go in and take care of the blasting torch. Okay. Guys, do you mind not shooting at me? Yeah, I know we're in the middle of a firefight, but you know, I gotta loot the goods. Besides, guys, they're upstairs. You're not You're not gonna shoot through the fucking floor, okay?
We got them all, Shepard.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Okie dokie. So yeah, he's quite the charmer, isn't he? Like, oh boy, I bet you're real popular with the ladies. All right, give me just another moment. We need to take a real quick break. I'm determined we're going to finish up this mission. It just this feels like a mission we should be able to finish up, and then we'll end for the night. So give me just a moment here, and we'll be right back. All right, so let's keep on rolling. All right, so we have the main facility, a fusion torch, and survey station 2. Okay. And our Mako is still out here, but we can go and pick it up and carry it along and carry on with it. Seems we disarmed the blasting caps. I mean, at least this asteroid kind of has, like, you know, planned paths that you can follow. See, mobility has its advantages. Guns out. Seriously, Rex.
Negative
Why the
contact.
fuck? Why did you walk in front of me as I was fucking shooting? It's not like I'd started shooting after he was in front of me. I was already shooting, just like, here, take a chunk of my hump with ya. All right. Okay, that should be all of them, right? I'm not liking the fact that there's a lot of red lights on. That usually indicates some kind of, like, red alert, danger, warning. This shit's about to blow up. You know, all that fun stuff.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises, for both our sakes.
Bollock will get what's coming to him, and so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Bollock's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
That's the benefit of being a charmer. Although we could have intimidated him as well. Still pissed off that we don't have the last two sections of charm. But we can't boost our boost our commando all the way up. And Garrus, you should probably put yours into assault training. Rex, you should probably do combat armor. And improve your barrier. It's okay, Shepard. You can have a snack when you get back to the Mako. Alright, so we have one more station to go out and get. Then we've got the main facility. It should be a cakewalk, right? Off to the east. Okay. We've only got 107 Omni Gel, that's all. Communications are down and there are non-corporate drop ships landing near the main facility. There were flashes of light over the horizon. I can't be certain, but I'd guess it's heavy arms fire. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. I'm not waiting for my pickup. I'm going to investigate. And they waited until we read that in order to show up? That seems kind of convenient. We took off on foot to the east? I didn't make it far. They died of a single shot through the helmet, likely from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search his body. There's still equipment in his service pack. Alright, so now we're on to the main facility. And it is just littered with fucking rocket launchers. Well, you guys gonna pop open and give me a shot at your goodies? Good gods. I mean, at least they finally learned that, hey, a stationary rocket launcher isn't good. Don't put your guns away yet, boys. Jesus! Give me the cover.
Shields disabled.
Dude, I think I shot him in the ass. That didn't sound good. Oh, they're still down below us. Okay. Hey, do you want to cool down now? You first.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen.
Is that what Elysium was? A way to get our attention? Well, you got it. And when we responded, you ran like cowards. Now you want to start it all over again.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends. Perimeter clear.
Really? That's what you call clear? You guys need to fucking deal with these assholes. Alright? I'm kind of busy dealing with fucking making sure we don't blow up. Where is it? Up here? Gotta be, right? Yes. Okay, good. Garrus, get the fuck out the way. Trying to take care of some bombs. Alright, it's gotta be downstairs now. Right? No, upstairs. God, this is... All right. Woo!
He left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow. And the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Ooh, very nice Omni tool.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us.
What else was I gonna do?
I expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
I wish I could have saved him, too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least, Aaron died in a place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure.
Well, he was right.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
All right, so now we're good to go. Oh, hello.
You can't imagine how much you've done for all of us.
Oh, I can imagine it. All right, back up to the Normandy we go. I imagine that Admiral... Nope, nobody wants to talk to us about what we did here. All right, now we can go all the way up to... Yes, so now we have 12 in charm. We are as charming as can be. All right, that is good, because that's going to be a big help later on. So we'll do that. We'll go ahead and make a save here. And that's also going to be where we end for today. Wait, actually make the save. There we go. Yes, there we go. All right, so yes, that's going to be where we end for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time, we are going to be continuing on with Dark Tales, Edgar Allan Poe's The Golden Bug. And tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we are not going to be streaming on this channel. We're going to be over on Den of the Bullfox for our second round of the Leverage tabletop role-playing game. Then we'll be back on Wednesday with more Mass Effect. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Oh.